The Grom is finally in Blitz. And it's in crates. But not just any crates. No, 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 no. It's in crates for money. Yeah. So it's not your normal crates that come in, in gold. No, it's for money. Yeah. Now, can I just say, the Grom itself looks awesome. I do love the legendary camouflage on this thing. It looks awesome. Same thing with the standard tier 8 Polish tank destroyer. The Kilana looks great. So yeah, that's a talking point. I mean, these tanks are essentially the same. I think the only difference is that the Grom, I think, is slightly better than the Kilana. Let's have a look here. This is the crates that you can get him in. I'm going to have to go all the way up. There it is, the STP Grom. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty expensive for 20 containers, $80. How many charms do you need? Is there any charms? Let's have a look. There is a charm. You need 39. Okay. So if you want to get the tank, guaranteed, you're going to have to spend, let's have a look, 20, 30, so that's 30 boxes right there. So already that's $40 and $80. That's $120 Australian. Then you got to take into consideration another 4. Can you even get enough? Hold on, yeah, this is ridiculous. Wow, okay. So you can buy 20, and then you can buy 10 and 10 if you wanted to. So all in all, it's going to cost about $150 Australian, $160 Australian to guarantee to get the Grom. Pretty expensive for a brand new tier 8 tank, if I do say so myself. And there's a 3% drop chance of you getting the Grom. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway. There it is. It's in crates, as per usual. Now, the Grom itself is pretty good. Armor profile is pretty nice. 210 mils on the front of the hull and the superstructure. As I said, it does have the assault shells. You got a 162 millimeter gun, technically speaking. If you fire, like right next to the Amy. But here you go. This is the statistics of the gun. 4.3 second aim time. I am running this thing with gun lane drive. What do you call it? And I've got enhanced gun as well. So it gives me a 0.3 dispersion. So it helps me with the gun handling a bit. 2,412 DPM. I am running this thing with vents. With gun rammer. So the DPM is not incredible on this thing, but again, if you're firing this thing at close range, you can get some decent damage output. It's a 9.2 second reload, 243, I should probably say, millimeters of APCR pen, 305 on your Primo. So not amazing pen values, but decent enough at tier 8. 63 on your HE, 370 is your average alpha damage per shot if you're firing from a distance. 630 is your HE. Obviously, if you're firing closer up, you can get towards the 530 to almost 600 alpha mark, so do keep that in mind. You have 7 degrees of gun depression only, so, it's kind of negligible. Your mobility is decent at 35 kilometers per hour top speed, so it's not incredible. If we compare that to the Kalana, you'll be able to actually see the difference. So this one actually has 220 mils on the front, so slightly more armor on the front. Top gun on this thing again is 122 millimeter, compared to the 165 mil on the Grom. This is a 3.9 second aim time with gun lane drive, 308 dispersion with your enhanced gun, 2500 DPM, 8.10 second reload, 250 mils of APCR pen, so more pen on your standard and your Primo, and your HE is the same, 340 alpha damage, 250 on your APCR, and 580 on your HE. So the Grom does do more alpha damage as standard and at a close distance, and this one only has 6 degrees of gun depression. And it goes at 36 kilometers per hour top speed. So it's the Grom is more mobile, ever so slightly. It's got more gun depression, 1 degree. It's got 10 millimeters less armor, and it's got a higher alpha damage gun. So the Kalana is still decent, but the Grom is slightly better. So here's a replay, my first battle in this tank, playing on Himmelsdorf, and it's an interesting tank to say the least. I will say that it is an interesting tank to say the least. Now, I did play this a bit too aggressive, and you're going to see in a minute. As far as I'm concerned, this isn't a huge damage game, but I did get a lot of damage assisted damage, so that will contribute to what I get in the end. But nonetheless, it showcases, I guess, the strengths and weaknesses of this tank. Now, I was contemplating whether I should go towards the heavy line, or the heavy area, but I decided to go where all the medium tanks are. Surprise, surprise. You guys know how I feel about, new tanks arriving in crates, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy that this thing is just in a normal crate that you have to purchase, and then purchase a certain amount to, officially get it. So there's no stupid event or like a stupid thing where you have to get a certain amount in order to get it, in some kind of draw or something like that. It's just straight out crates. Now, do I approve of such things? No, I don't approve of them. Now, I do switch to the HE here to try and get a HE shot, but for some reason, I just couldn't get the bloody tank to traverse, because I found out that the traverse on this thing is actually quite shit. For some reason, if you're traversing on a bit of an angle, it's not that good. So I missed out on getting a HE shot on the arse of the P43 there. The STG does shoot me. I do get a 514 alpha shot into me. He does bounce me with a 400 alpha shot. So you can see you can bounce shots at close range. There is a hazard there. I'm going to track him for some reason. He shoots me with HE. No idea why he was doing that. Don't know how my shot did not pen him, but there you go. I've got 2100 assisted damage already. Just straight off the bat. 2100 assisted damage in a tank destroyer. That's insane. The STG is, I believe I do get to kill the STG, but he is going to get a shot into me. Yeah, he does. He gets a shot into me, but I do end up killing him at close range, because you can do over 500 damage at close range. And you can see the what do you call it, the shell, or what are the damage indicator there with the 3 bars, showing you how much damage you can do the closer you get or the further away you do. So obviously as standard you're doing 370, but the closer you are, the more damage you'll do. And I believe if you're as close as possible to the tank, you probably can do about 570, almost 600 alpha per shot. As you're going to see in a minute, I'm going to go. I should have aimed in my shot here, but nonetheless, 578 alpha damage right there into the side of the Tiger 2. I believe I do get the kill here. Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, it wasn't a full alpha shot, but there you go. I did have an opportunity to shoot this SU-130 PM. I forgot that he left me on 13 hit points, the bugger. But yeah, he left me on 13 hit points. I switched to HE to try and get a full alpha shot here. I don't know what I was thinking or what I was doing. I thought he was going to aim at me to try and kill me, but by the way, the Borsig bounced that shot. Yeah, I completely missed that. By the way, that was completely on me. I don't know how the hell I missed, but there you go. But he does bounce me, and I shoot him with HE. So, yeah, anyway, I did get the kill in the end, but I should have done about 700 alpha damage with that HE shot, if not more. But there you go. I did ace the tank, because I got 2100 assisted damage on top of what I did, and I killed 3 tanks. So, I didn't do a lot of damage, but I think it showcases the strengths and weaknesses of the tank pretty easily. So there you go. That is the Grom, the SDBWZ66 Grom. It's not as good as it is in PC. In PC, it's kind of cooked. Surprise, surprise. In PC, it is very much a broken tank. In Blitz, it's good. It's decent. It's not incredible, but it's still pretty nice. I would say it's nicely balanced. It's actually nicely balanced. I'm not going to say it's OP. I know Droodles uploaded a video saying, "Oh my god, is this tank is the new OP tank?" It's like he calls everything OP. Like, dude, just chill, okay? Enough with the clickbait. Seriously, this tank is not OP. Okay, it's decently balanced. It's really nice. It's good, but it's not incredible. The gun handling is really god-awful. I will say that. It really does annoy me how many times I shoot shots point blank and it just bounces. Even though I'm aiming at the weak points, it just bounces. It's so annoying. But there you go. That is the Grom. Is it worth buying from the crates? No. Is it worth spending over $100 to get this thing guaranteed? No. I would wait for this thing to be for gold. I'd wait for this thing to come out for sale outright. I would not spend your money on crates because it's crates. And it's not even gold crates. It's like crates for money, which is a big turn off. But there you go. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's not worth it? Otherwise, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.